Okay, y'all, I was playing with this earlier today. I think I'm gonna stick with it. Well, it's hot tonight. So hot in here. Oh, let me adjust my air conditioner. I'm sort of exhausted with all my games that I play, so I got out the checkers again. I got this checkers game a long, long time ago on the Xbox One. And then I uninstalled it for other games back before I had my hard drive. I lost it, and then when I got the S series, I found it. Games. But I eventually ran into it and I installed it on the S series. I haven't played it in quite a while. Till today. I don't understand why it has ads in it. I purchased it. It's a shame that I purchased a game that has ads in it. These red ones are really boxing me in. If I go up there, he's going to go over me. We'll try this one. Now, this is going to be a mistake because that red one's going to come and get me. But it looks like it's the only move I can make. Hold on. Now it ain't going to let me. I hate when it pulls this. Yeah, there we go. There we go again. Oh. I'm screwed no matter what move I make. I don't know why I can't, but well, let's see. Dang it. Hold on, y'all. My damn TV switch lost its picture. This is going to be a beauty. There it goes. Then that's going to jump over me when I do that. Dang it. Yep. I'll stick with beginner for now. I had a little bit of success with it today, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play with beginner until I get a hang of it. Hey, check, so if I'm broadcasting. Hold on. I'll tell y'all here in a gist of it. Hold on. I want to start checking that. For some reason there it's quit going automatic. Now I'm live. See if I can hear myself. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Now I'm live.
Oh, okay. We have to unplug that cord. It's got an adapter on it that's low to the table. Oh, either way is a death of a token. Dang it. Oh. Dang it. It's striking back. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, what is that mark right there? I don't know what that is. I see the microphone. I ain't never seen that little mark before. On this little box that they got on the Xbox. I was trying to take it easy tonight. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own voice drive you crazy. Come on, baby. Ain't gonna be easy with these levels. Just think if I could get up there, I could get that 5,000. Nope. I'm laid back. I was listening to Ice. I noticed a lot of his older stuff, and I didn't hear some of that stuff. Is actually very good. He was telling people not to be losers, not to stay on drugs, get out of the gangs. Ice-T was basically an inspiration. But he was really a good inspiration. I'd never heard some of them songs before. I found out about him with Colors. Dong, 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 dong. But I never heard stuff like, what was it? Where he was talking about his lyrics being a drug, and that's the only drug he needs. I'll be a... That was one of my favorites off that album. And he had one, You Played Yourself. Boom, 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 boom. You played yourself. Boom, 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 boom. I like them older Ice-T songs. They were very uplifting to me. And Cop Killer was just a frustration of the times, you know. He was tired of seeing his people around him get killed, you know. That was his reaction. It was kind of a bad reaction, but it was his reaction. It was his thoughts. And he put his thoughts on paper. I actually like that song, even though... Because he ain't talking about good cops anyway. Which that was another thing they didn't like about his lyrics. His lyrics exposed the corruption, the being paid off, being bought off. A lot of that was in there too, about it being a two-way street, basically. And the cops are profiting, so people turned their eye to the corruption that was going on in the streets. Yeah, I enjoyed listening to those older songs. I need to go back and listen to those older albums. You see, I knew him from High Roller. That was the first. Those were the first songs I heard. Was stuff like Colors, and then I got the album with High Roller on it. I was playing GTA while listening to it. I was just cruising her around. She eventually got killed. That's why I didn't have my mic on. If I'm listening to music, I don't have my mic on. Because I'll strike you. Sometimes I'll be listening to Dr. Dre or Snoop while playing it. The other night I was listening to Ice-T. I enjoyed those older songs. They were really uplifting. I mean, he was telling people to stay off the street, stay off the drugs. Get out of it when you can. If you're there, get out. If you're still in it, you're stupid. Those are the kind of lyrics. Then I noticed the last one, Snoop kind of made a take on. It was on that album. What was that lyric? Oh, what is it? Oh, it's one of my favorite songs from Snoop. He had a take on that too as well, where that using that same lyric. The same little hook. But it was a totally different song. I can't think of what that was called. But it would be the last song on that greatest hits. Ice-T's always one of my favorites, y'all. Could have got that 5,000. You know, the point of these, I guess, is just to score because you can't do anything. You can't do anything to them ghosts, so I guess the only reason for these levels are to... You know, all these people, though... And I know we're not supposed to be talking about things like this, I'm just saying. I'm noticing people, this is my second time having COVID. This is my third time having COVID. But I'm going to be safe because I got my vaccine. Well, as far as I'm aware, I haven't had it once. I wouldn't know. And I'm not going to start. Because them things has particles in them that are bad for you to breathe. Them things they test you with. But that's it. That really irks me when I see them. I've got my booster, so everything's going to be okay. Do you ever think that maybe it's the shite that's the reason it's weakening your immune system? And that's the reason you keep getting sick? Just saying. I haven't actually had a really major cold in a long time. And even when I did get sick, it was light. But like I said, I started radically taking vitamin C, and I increased it with COVID. I'm up to over 1,500 a day since COVID. For years, I just took the 500. Then I read that you needed the 1,000. So then I increased it to 1,000, and now I increased it to 1,500. There's a doctor, and he said your body at least needed 1,000 to fight off cancer. That was the least. So I just increased mine to 1,000. But then since COVID, I've added another on it. I'm not adding anymore. It's hard swallowing for three freaking C's a day if they're tablets, especially if they're chewable. It's good. It's okay. Right now, I've got the freaking tablets. That's all we could get. We get what we can find. Sometimes you can't find vitamins around here. We take what we can find. My sister and my brother-in-law got me some last year, some of the big bottles. They lasted for a long time. Those chewables. I like the chewables the best. I hear the best is the shite type. The type you inject. And next to that is the powder. And I'd say next to that would be the chewable. And the tablet is supposed to be the last resort. Now, I was hearing that from Savage one time. He used to give tips on how to take vitamin C. Savage. But I'm not a doctor. I don't give any advice. I'm just telling you what I do. What I do. I'm not going any past the 1.5. I'm not with a tablet. There's them things about choke me to death. I can't even hardly get them down. But like I said, then there's the terrible chewable, and they're always so freaking sour. They're also hard as a rock on your teeth. But they are so sour. Those chewable ones like that. I like the chewable ones, it's like a gummy. Here I hadn't had a booster nor the shite, and I haven't even been sick, and they're bragging off, well, I'm sick, but I got my booster. It just makes no sense. Everybody just wants to be feeling like a hero. I don't want no part of it. I don't run to be tested for it. I don't worry about it. If I were to get it and it killed me, well then I would die on Earth. Where your promised eternity is heaven. And if you don't believe in that, that's not my problem. Our generations was real lucky. They used to, what was it, die in their 30s and 40s in the old days. And no, it wasn't the vaccines, it was better living conditions. You don't think heat and air played a part in that? People probably froze to death. People probably got overheated. You're living. They eat better today. COVID, and not in America. I mean, it was in other parts of the world. This has just hit America. Yeah, you had your hungry, you had your homeless people. But most of us wasn't affected. There's a song in the 80s called Just Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins. Da, 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 da. I remember the first time I heard that, tears was strolling down my eyes. Obama. That's why I don't never forget it. Just think about it. We always had hunger issues, and people eat, especially since the 80s, that everything was in. You had vitamins to take. A lot of people got on that vitamin craze, that exercise craze. That's the reason they live longer. We won't call them vaccines. Exercise and diet has a whole lot to do with it. I know I'm a fatty here talking about exercise and diet, but my health ain't good either. I'm not even giving advice at all. I'm just having a conversation about it. All these false narratives out here. When I read that, though, I think, but I ain't even been sick at all. That's my thought. Just saying. A few sniffles, a few sore throats every once in a while. That's normal for me, by the way. That's always been normal, even if it were COVID. It would have not mattered because I could have got that way anyway. I have allergies. I've had them my whole life. Which that may play a part about why I haven't gotten sick. Because they said people with allergies stand less chance of taking it. At least 40% less chance of taking it. I've had allergies my whole life. Used to break out in red whelps when we was kids. My mama took us to the doctor one time because she was afraid we had something. And it was just, we needed Benadryl. Me and my sister. We'd both break out around February. Oh, I hated that first time I was given Benadryl. I ran. I hated that taste. I used to run. I run when they tried to vaccinate me when I was a baby. They caught me. You remember them boosters they had to give you after I got older? One of them I actually ran, and I about made it. And the doctor caught me. I was like, you know, the kid. There's an episode. I wasn't fat, you know. Then, but there's an episode of that guy. What's they called? South Park. He gets naked. He greases himself where they can't catch him. When I seen that, it brought back my memory of me running. Because I did, I ran around the office several times, and I about made it to the freaking door. Oof, they got me. I wasn't able to open it when I was a little boy. I couldn't get up back to the handle. But boy, I took off. How old was I, 2? 5. I went to school at 5, so. It might have been right before I went to school, but I took off running. Boy, I ran. And they caught me. They caught me. If I'd have been in my legal mind, I would have sued them. But you know, kids don't know that stuff. I'd have sued them for forcing me to take something I didn't want to take. I didn't know nothing about that stuff. But now when I was a big boy, I did refuse. And I didn't take it. But you're going to have to take that before you return. I said, you better not tell me that. I won't never be back. That's what I told that old woman. But you won't never see me again either. Because I won't take it. That's what I told her. She didn't like it either. Well, I was 6 foot. I don't know if I was big. That's not much you can do with a 345-pound person. He's as big as a man, but he's a kid. He's a man boy. Because that's what I was. I actually seen a picture of me. I don't have much. I was like a Jew. I didn't take pictures of myself. Because I didn't like pictures. In my, you know, they wasn't supposed to. They take pictures now, but in the old days, you know, Jesus and them, in their days, they didn't take pictures. They didn't like idol worship. They take pictures now, but in the old days, I'd been like the Israelites. Let's put it that way. And my cousin shared a picture of me, and I'm sitting at the table, and you can just tell. I didn't want that picture been taken. But I was in a man's body, but I could tell I was a boy. I was more like an Israelite, though. I didn't want to take pictures. And it wasn't because of idol worship. I just didn't like me in pictures. I still kind of don't. But with today's technology, I've gotten used to it. I was more like an Israelite, though. I didn't want no pictures of me. And now I wish if I'd look back on it, I'd like to see how I looked through each of those years. The only time I ever had a photo was when it was forced upon me. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm just saying that's just the way I was. I would never insult the Israelites anyway. I am an adopted Israelite. You know, that's what Jesus did. He worked the Gentile into the world with the Jews. With his dying on the cross. So I'm an adopted Israelite. The ones that got adopted. You see, he has his Israelites, which he promised the country to. Then he has his promise to the Jew and the Gentile. The new covenant. Come up with some replacement theology, which I think he passed the kingdom part to the Gentiles, is what he did. But they still gonna get their country. Israel's always gonna be theirs. They used to have it all. We're the kingdom and the but when they rejected him, he passed his kingdom part on to them. But they still gonna get their promise. They got promised that Israel, and they're gonna get Israel, and they're gonna have Israel for eternity, and there's no replacement theology. And I'd probably piss a lot of people off right now by what I'm saying. I'm just saying from what I can tell. And when I read the words of Paul, that's what I'm reading. He was a Jew, by the way. He was the selected Jew to present the gospel to the Gentiles. Like I was hearing this Jewish guy on Jones there, and he was telling Jones about that, about how some of them listeners are finding it. They've come up with this replacement theology. I don't even know where they got it. Doesn't even exist. They are still God's people. It's just he adopted us too. Any day it becomes a Christian, we're adopted. We're the adopted family. They're his first-run family. He's no respecter of persons. I think old Hitler even had a New Age version of that theology. But his was some kind of New Age version. His wasn't Christianity. There wasn't nothing about him that was Christian. It was some satanic version of that replacement theology. The reason they was preaching to them was because they was trying to get them to repentance. They wasn't trying to condemn them. Telling them about. He was trying to get them to repent. He wasn't condemning them. He was preaching to them. He was giving them a sermon. They didn't want to hear it. But some did hear him. The lights did. Okay. I'm gonna get off here in a minute. I stayed on about 55 minutes. Whew, they get fast. That's going to be it for me. I'll see y'all later. I know I didn't do much gaming today. If I can't fall asleep, I might be back because it's kind of early. Actually, it's going on 2 a.m. But if I can't get to sleep, I might be back with a little GTA. But if not, I'm going to just get off for tonight. I'll see y'all later.